Hey, what's up everybody? It's Thursday on Genderqueer Chat. This week's topic is a really interesting, really good topic. It's from our Facebook page and it reads, "Could being sexually abused as a child cause someone to be genderqueer? Have you experienced any abuses, made you pay more attention to your gender and how it relates to the world around you?" This is, like everyone else has said this week, this could be potentially triggering for somebody, and I would really like to encourage, if this is something that you're coping with, to go seek professional help. Unfortunately, the statistics are that 1 in 5 kids are sexually abused. That is an outrageous number. I hate to even say this, but next time you're, at a park or something and you see like huge things of kids, like just look at, 1 in 5. It's disgusting. It's a horribly large number. But again, unfortunately, because it's such a high number, there have been a lot of, there's been a lot of time and resources and energy put into understanding the effects of abuse and understanding, the best ways to, you don't really heal from it, but, to cope with it and to, move on and, learn how to live with it. So I would really encourage anyone who has struggled with this really to go speak to a professional, because they really do know what they're doing. So to get to the topic, no, I do not think that being sexually abused can cause somebody to be genderqueer. Obviously we don't know what exactly causes people to be genderqueer. There's evidence that suggests, with transgendered people and, with gay people and, various identities like that it really is brain development. So it's pretty, I would say, my sort of leaning towards what I think is going on is that it's brain development, and I think that I'm not sure that, being abused could really be, sorry, get all caught up there, could really, cause your brain to just completely develop in that way. I know that abuse does have an effect on brain development, at certain types of abuse and certain stages of brain development can really have an effect on how the brain does develop. But this is just my personal opinion. I can't imagine that it would cause somebody to be genderqueer. I think that it's possible it could be, one of many contributing factors, but even that, I'm sort of, my personal sort of leaning on the topic is that it doesn't cause somebody to be genderqueer. I think that what abuse does do is makes it, for lots of people, harder to examine their gender and their sexuality in a way that is sort of honest and true to themselves. I think that it makes it so that there's all of this other stuff, and when somebody has these feelings of being genderqueer or being, various sexual attractions, and I know that, gender and sex are different, but I think there is some, relation between the two in terms of, coming to grips with what the fuck is going on. And I think that what sexual abuse does is it makes it harder to examine what's really going on, because you have all of this other noise and all of this other crap in your head, and, you know, just, you know, people with, you know, say, body dysphoria. I think it's really easy, and I'll be honest, I mean, this is something I did for years. The body dysphoria that I was experiencing, I just said, oh, that's just because I was abused. And that's, you know, I'm not really feeling that way. I just, you know, I'm just not comfortable in my own skin because I was abused. But, you know, upon further examination and after having dealt with, you know, PTSD and the trauma therapy and all of that kind of stuff, I came to realize that, you know, that discomfort in my body had nothing to do, I mean, not absolutely nothing, like there's sort of a difference between the discomfort that was caused by the abuse and the discomfort in terms of like a, you know, body dysphoria, in terms of gender, you know, related to gender. And I think that all of the, like, the other aspect of that is all of these feelings when somebody is abused, particularly as a child, and even as adults, but for children I think it's even more prevalent. There's all of these beliefs that, and I was watching a documentary one time, and this guy was talking about how, you know, back in the 70s, this is like from in the UK somewhere, like all of these boys had gone to this, you know, Catholic school and were terribly, terribly abused, and then this documentary was, you know, them as adults recalling a lot of the abuses that went on at the time, and this guy said in the documentary, and this has stuck with me, you know, you absorb almost through osmosis these beliefs about yourself, and I think that is so true. I think that when you know, when kids are abused, and even adults, but again, I think kids have, it's easier to influence children. When kids are abused, you know, when you treat somebody like they are, you know, not worthy of respect, like they are less than human, like they are a piece of crap, like a dirty old dish rag that you toss into the corner and only use to get out when you gotta clean something real gross, you know? Like, people will believe that about themselves. And like this guy said, it's not because anybody says it, you know, it's not because they say, you know, you are a worthless piece of crap. You know, you just, when you're treated like that, you just absorb these beliefs, and it becomes a part of your psyche, and it becomes a part of, you know, how you think about things, and how you relate to the world, and how you relate to yourself. And it's really difficult to navigate, you know, the world. It's really difficult to navigate yourself, especially when you have these beliefs about yourself, and when you don't even know you have these beliefs about yourself, because those types of beliefs, that's just how it is for you, because it's just how it is, or you think it's just how it is. And again, this is again why I would encourage people to get help, because it's overcoming those types of beliefs and stuff that you don't even know you have, and these, you know, effects that you don't even know, you know, that this abuse has had. And you can really just, what am I trying to say? When you realize what the effects of the abuse really are, and what that's had on you, and you've spent some time examining that, then you can separate those effects from, you know, the real you, the core you, you know, the real person that is there, that was there before all of that crap got kind of like painted on. And I think that that is, you know, an individual journey for each person, but I don't think that, you know, abuse on its own can cause somebody to be genderqueer. I think that it can make somebody feel confused about what is going on. So, anyway, sorry if I rambled. I totally rambled. I tried to get my thoughts together, but I'm not sure if I really did that. And it's really long, so if you've made it this long, thank you, and I will see you next week. And again, if you are struggling with having been abused, please go see a professional. It is totally worth it, 100% worth it to see a professional in this field. So, alright, I will see you guys next week. Bye.